Hello everybody, my name is Tanner Kyler and today I am bringing you a pretty cool animal. Normally I bring plants to this channel, but I wanted to kind of introduce some animals that are native to North America as well and throughout the rest of the world if I can, get a chance to film them. And today I'm bringing you an animal that most people here in Western North America have seen. Most likely you've encountered it. These guys are prone to living in the forest near suburbs and other areas and are absolute beasts when it comes to hunting rodents. So I'm going to try to get this guy out of here without getting bit. So I don't have a snake hook. I'm going to hold his head down. Come in here. Got him. So today we are talking about the western rat snake, also known by its Latin name, Pantherophis obsoletus. This is a very common snake you'll find in North America. Now, generally, I leave these guys alone and I do not move them if I don't need to, but this guy I found inside of my turkey enclosure, and I had some baby turkeys in there, and he was trying to get him a meal. So I'm about a quarter mile away from where we were, so he doesn't come back, and I'm going to release him into the wild. But before then, I thought I would film a video with him. Now, this guy seems very docile. I don't know, he might bite me. I'm going to try to make sure he doesn't. And they are very fast maneuvering snakes. So these guys can crawl up brick walls, crawl up into bird houses, up in trees. They eat voles, rats, mice, and occasionally bats, actually, because why not, I guess. They are very common in the United States. They get between 4 and 6 feet, with monsters getting around 8 feet. So this guy's probably about 5.5, 6 feet long. He's okay, he might bite me at this point. They normally are very docile and gentle, and I'm going to do something stupid, and I'm going to allow him to sit on my neck here. So, they are constrictors, and right now he's actually squeezing my neck pretty hard. But I wanted to show that these guys are not evil. If you see one of these, don't pick up a shovel, pick up a camera, take a picture, and leave them alone. There's a plane coming over right now. Now, these guys have the ability to bite, but their bites are very non-lethal, and I have been bit by them before. Feels a bit like a cat scratch. Normally doesn't even draw blood. They're very timid. I don't know if this is a male or female. Normally the females get larger. Why are there so many freaking planes? Feisty, warming up in the sun. He was kind of cool inside this container I had him in. Now he's getting warmed up and he wants to go out into the woods. And if you see the woods behind me, that's where I'm actually moving him right now, near this tractor barn where he'll eat rats and mice. And won't harm anybody around here and won't eat any of my turkeys or chickens. So they are prone to slipping into chicken coops and stealing your babies if they can. They do eat eggs occasionally, like bluebird eggs, but they are very harmless snakes. Now, they occasionally will also rattle their tail to mimic a rattlesnake. I don't know if it's because they're actually trying to mimic a rattlesnake or if they're just doing it to seem intimidating, but it is nothing but a bluff. They'll also give you the S pose and try to bite you sometimes, but it kind of goes 50-50. I've had ones that are very mean, and if you try to pick them up, they'll bite you. And then I have ones like this that you pick up, and they have the opportunity to bite you, but they just want to get away. They really cannot harm you in any kind of way. They also musk pretty heavily, which smells pretty bad. He actually is not musking, so he must not be too stressed out or doesn't believe it's going to work. He's wrapped around my ear. Now, their bellies are very smooth. Oh, he's starting to hiss. He's very upset. I'm going to keep him in my hand so I don't get bit, because he might bite at this point because he's starting to get really agitated. But they have this very smooth belly with these rough scales that allows them to climb up trees, brick walls, other things. And I'll show that here in a moment. Their babies are kind of coppery looking and look similar to copperheads. They have more bandage to blend in with the forest floor where they commonly grow. Dude, he's grabbing my sunglasses. Oh, Okay. We're almost done. I'm about to release you. He's got a lot of energy. So this beautiful girl, well grown up, but her babies can tend to look like copperheads with the bandage they have. You can kind of see this coppery band they have here. Now when they're younger, it's much more prominent. As they get larger, they turn mostly black. They're also known as black rat snakes. They are now called mostly the western rat snake. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. I'm going to release him here soon, and I'll show that footage. Just wanted to bring this beautiful snake right up on the camera, too. I'll show how beautiful that thing's face is. They kind of look a bit dorky. They have a very smooth head, and you can tell they're not venomous from a ways away if you know what you're looking for. But overall, a beautiful snake. I'm 6 feet tall, and I'm gonna stand out over here. I'm 6 feet tall. Ooh, she's about 6 feet. That's a big snake. Weighs about 4 or 5 pounds. I'm gonna go release her real quick. These guys are friends, not foes, as they are just coming around to eat some rats in your yard and then move on. House cats and dogs mostly are too big for them to consume, and they are constrictors, so they have to be able to strangle their prey, and that's where they stick to smaller prey. One of the other identification clues on these guys is their chin. They have a white chin on them, and I'll show it up close. You can see it right here. And people say that it kind of looks like they're wearing a tuxedo. So that is a way to tell them apart from other snakes. The best way for me to tell is that orangey banding that they have in an almost diamond pattern. So they do kind of look like they have a similar pattern to Western diamondback rattlesnakes, and they are probably our largest snake. There are some bull snakes that I've seen that get a little bit larger than this, along with coach whips, which also get very large. Take her over here and release her. Oh, please don't bite me now. All right, now we're gonna let her go on over here. And there's some small forest here and some bigger forest over there, and there's also plenty of places over here for her to hide. And then we're gonna let her just go on back into the wild. There she goes, back into the wild. It's a big girl. Bye-bye. That's about it for today's video. I hope you enjoy. Subscribe and like if you enjoy this video and you want to see more like this and learn about the natural world. Please leave a comment if you have any questions or concerns with this video and want to know more about this guy. With that, we'll see you next time.